Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Thought about the opposition here, Jim. They are a team that is stuttering badly.
Well, if ever a win was needed, Peter, then they'd obviously like it to be here. However, there's no need for them to get over-anxious about their current run. They have to retain a composure about their work and get back to what they're good at. Should they rekindle a full commitment from every individual, if they don't win this one, they could well win the next. They have to maintain belief.
they're underway. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Great defending, strong and determined. Red Star must be pretty concerned about this fixture pile-up.
Yeah, and when you've got fixture congestion, it only takes an injury or two and it can heap more pressure on.
And the shot! It's a loose ball. Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Red Star have reached out for perfection on the road. 5 away wins in a row. Altero. Great position, shot a goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Martin shifted upfield. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Does really well to win the ball there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And claimed it back swiftly. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kawi. He's being urged to shoot. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Great ball if he can get there. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Kawi. Aim forwards. And that has been clubbed away. Red Star have suffered lapses late in the first half recently. They're hoping things will be different now. Nice control. And the shot's on here. Well, that Defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. There's no flag! Aim forwards. It's come to nothing. And he's there to clear it. Kawi. Is there any support? He might not need it. Gets good distance on it. Kawi. He's cut it out. And he thumps it clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Martin calmly anticipates. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. You've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Red Star may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Red Star clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Red Star won a tight game last time out and look to build on that. Moved on forwards. Kawi. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. That has been knocked clear. Martin. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And it's played forward. Kawi. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Picks it up out wide. Keeper has taken decisive action. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's come loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's played forward. Kawi. That's a good ball. Shoots! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this. Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Oh, this is a... shooting chance! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Red Star clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. That's really well manoeuvred.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Good ball, good take. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And a chance! And they've got rid.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That was nowhere near his best. Martin.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Takes a shot! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So what do you take away from Well, good evening, everybody. Important game ahead and weather ahead, which is concerning players, coaches and indeed spectators, because the forecast is for rain, potentially quite heavy rain, and as well as inconveniencing those who have come to watch, those who have come to play may be encountering conditions which are testing indeed in the hour or two ahead. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Kawi. And he's there to clear it. And it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kawi. Red Star have been good here at home, undefeated in the last 5. Well, played right into his path.
Must have been told to look for ways to try and construct some space down the middle here.
And what is it, Jim, that they're actually achieving?
Well, it opens up the pitch, stretches the opposition, and it activates more running room.
Oh, he's in! Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Really well manoeuvred. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, they could break here. And he's found a... And the finish! And the ball's come loose here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Kawi. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Could try cutting inside here. And the keeper has it. aim forwards. Lovely feet. And he has been fouled there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. That has been knocked clear. And he's onside. Tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
He came in hard, very hard. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, easy pickings there. And the counter is on. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Steep shapes to shoot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Amiens really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's a nice ball. Kawi. Chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Red Star have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Red Star carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Amiens coming into this game on the back of a really good result. And their boss must take an awful lot of credit for that.
Well, Peter, he was lauded by the media and
Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Spread out to the left. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's played forward. Oh, there's a probing ball. Kawi moved on forwards. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, it's his reading of the game that seems to keep him a step ahead of everyone else, but he's about to face greater pressure now.
Aim forwards, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Some good work on the right flank here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Chance here to counter. Out to the right. Play towards the front line. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's really well manoeuvred. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Decent chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Clears it away. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Amiens really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Climbs up big! Oh, not the best of headers. Amiens making another change here. And the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And that's a throw. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, it's come loose. Have it back and can go again. Moved on forwards.
Red Star clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Red Star close now to seeing this one through to the end. Up towards the front line. And it's lofted through here. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Sticks it away! They have stolen level at the last!
Amiens, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So all square with almost no time remaining. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's played forward. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. And he's lost his man here. Takes a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Red start. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Welcome everyone to an expectant arena which for now, whilst overseen by cloud, is dry, but which may very soon be getting pretty damp. And that may well, of course, have an impact on the game when it starts, or indeed as it develops. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, a quick look at the opposition, and results really have not been good for them at all just recently. They haven't won at all in the last three.
Testing times lie ahead, Peter. The problem is that it's hard to draw on any positive at the moment, even though they'll claim that they're not quite getting the breaks just now. Lady Luck has seemingly turned her back on them and shunned their calls for help. If they have more to them than we've been seeing, then it has to emerge here. They understand the consequences if that does not happen.
And that gets things running. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Rodez clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He can get that clear. Red Star have reclaimed it. Red Star have only dropped points on 2 occasions, and both of those draws. Deftly away. Could move up a gear here. That's a nicely shaped ball. It's a threatening ball. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Lofted upfield. Kawi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Played towards the other side. Does really well to win the ball there. And it's played forward. Oh, good spread. Chance here to counter. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's well positioned here. Real chance! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now that's well seen too. chance! Oh, that's a waste. Cuts out the pass. Kawi wins the duel this time. He can run onto that. Baldy! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. It was very nicely done.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they're...
Keeper's got his work done.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Extravagant effort! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Moved on forwards. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He is through here! Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Red star, so the perfect chance to get one back. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for the shot! Just too high. Does really well there, strong defending. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well read, nice interception. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. That pass has been well intercepted. There is the half-time whistle. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. the second half gets underway.
Red Star really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Oh, a delicate chip through, brilliantly cut out. And it's played forward. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he thumps it clear. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nicely intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he cuts out the supply. T looking to add to his goal. Aim forwards. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Rodez couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And it's been played through. He's cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Red Star are cushioned by the confidence of a narrow win in their last game. And it's played forward. That is good strength. Showing good feet. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's neat. Played out to the right. Proves too strong. He has found the way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kawi. And the shot! Sticks it away! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
So is this the start of a comeback? That looks a good ball through. Shot, surely! And he hits the net! Back to within one! Interesting! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Tries a shot! Aldero trying to keep this in. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's in plenty of space here. There's no flag. There are a few waiting for it. Shot at goal! And the pass is intercepted. Danger averted for now.
Red Star really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Great work on the overlap. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That's physical challenge. Great challenge, time to perfection. And he's there to get it away.
Red Star really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tay. So that's it, it is all over. Red Star came into this game looking for all 3 points, but in the end they're unable to lay claim even to a consolation prize. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Red Star didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, welcome one and all on an evening which is far from ideal in terms of weather conditions. Right now it's okay, cloudy but nothing worse. However, the fear is that rain is on its way, and this match, critical as it is, could soon be pretty damp, soggy or even worse. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Red Star have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Well, we're underway. Defending of the desperate variety. Brass have been in fine form in front of goal. They've not failed to score in any of their last 5 games. Ball's played through. He's in plenty of space here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, shooting chance! Red Star suffered their first defeat of the season last time out, so time now to put that right. And the counter is on. And it's played forward, and he's managed to get free. Big chance!
Start their ask. Well, you can see what they're trying to do here, Peter. You know, get the ball into wider areas.
Yeah, there is a very visible, a very definite pattern here.
Well, that's where the space is, and it's quite simple. It's just going to stretch that defensive.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Gets good distance on it. Can he latch on to this? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's found a way through. Played out to the right. Oh, it's played into the area. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Extravagant effort! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. It wasn't too far off either.
Calmly anticipates.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And he's on a charge. Red Star, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Well read, and the danger is averted. Aim forwards, wins the duel this time. He's well positioned here. Moved on forwards. Oh, good spread. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, he's found support out wide. Kawi.
Stade de Rask, well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Cross goes in there.
It was hopeful to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Out towards the flank. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Nice control. Darami. And there's the end of the first half. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Cuts out the pass. Rose have their manager to thank for the last result.
Yeah, his hand was forced somewhat, Peter, because of his
Chance for a shot! That's really well manoeuvred. He's away! He's what goes for a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Darami, nothing wrong with the idea, inches away. Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He's got away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And he's going direct. And how good was that? A finish of true class. Oh, that is a bit special. Red Star have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Lovely feet. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Aim forwards. Darami gets a good foot in there. It's out for a goal kick. He's had a shot! It's really well cleared. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He can run onto that. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's going to go a long way. Have it back and can go again. Out to the right. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So there's going to be another change here. Keeper's got good distance on that. Moved on forwards. Proves too strong.
Stade de Reims really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, what a ball! Danger averted for now. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Red Star clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That looks a good ball through. Could be danger here. Face to face with the keeper. Can great chance! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going two down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's run loose here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Red Star have got it back, and they'll have another go. And he's there to get it away. Oh, great chance! Nice interception, well timed. Oh, can he get onto this? Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride. Well, welcome one and all on an evening which is far from ideal in terms of weather conditions. Right now it's okay, cloudy but nothing worse. However, the fear is that rain is on its way, and this match, critical as it is, could soon be pretty damp, soggy or even worse. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, thought about the opposition here, Jim. They are a team that is stuttering badly.
Well, if ever a win was needed, Peter, then they'd obviously like it to be here. However, there's no need for them to get over-anxious about their current run. They have to retain a composure about their work and get back to what they're good at. Should they rekindle a full commitment from every individual, if they don't win this one, they could well win the next. They have to maintain belief.
There's the whistle. Cuts out the pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he cuts out the supply. Aim forwards. Nicely by the defence, succumbs to the pressure. Chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Red Star really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Moved on forwards. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, great play! He's in a decent chance! And he's done it!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Red Star gain their reward with an early goal. And that's an excellent interception. And it's played forward. Out to the right. Looking for a decent ball in. That is a brilliant interception. So, what can they make of this? And he's found a way past. Kawi. And claimed it back swiftly. Kong, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
I think it was quite fair. The criticism he was...
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Can he finish? And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Chooses to go back. Shapes to shoot! And here's the chance to counter. Ambitious ball here. That's really well manoeuvred. Red Star have reclaimed it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Quality ball. Kawi. Driving forward. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, good spread. Kawi. Good take and the shot! In for the pieces! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Played out to the right. Plenty waiting in the middle. Goes for a shot! And another try! Really well taken goal. Cool, back in business. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Really will be annoyed if they fail to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
That has been cut short. He's well positioned here. Great challenge, time to perfection. Looking to break at pace. And he's managed to get free. It's anyone's ball now. Hangs one in. It should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And the first half is done, so it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're just settling back into this second half. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Red Star are cushioned by the confidence of a narrow win in their last game. Moved on forwards. It is quite a run he's making here. He is through here. And Vila. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well measured. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's really well manoeuvred. He's in plenty of space here. It's a goal kick. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Kawi. He's in a good position here. Vila aim forwards. Oh, good spread. Played into space out wide. Nice interception, well timed. And it's played forward. Spread out to the left. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Shot, surely! And he hits the net. And again they hit the front.
Red Star, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Out to the right. Can't have a free kick. Tries a shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Kawi, and it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Oh, such a clever touch.
Red Star clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now who's going to be first to this? Kawi.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Defending of the desperate variety.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's through here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Red Star have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So what do you take away from it? Welcome everyone to an expectant arena which for now, whilst overseen by cloud, is dry, but which may very soon be getting pretty damp. And that may well, of course, have an impact on the game when it starts, or indeed as it develops. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Well, we're on the way. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Red Star are so impressive on their own patch. Unbeaten here all season. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That is good strength. Now who's going to be first to this? He's shifting through the gears here. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Chance for a shot! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Red Star, breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Red Star clung on for the 3 points in their last game. Positive results, though, built momentum.
Nancy, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Oh, smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Does really well to win the ball there. Kawi. He's found some space. It is a corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Kawi. Red Star leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Clipped into space, cuts out the pass. Kawi. Kawi. There's the shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Spread out to the left. Out to the left it goes. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Aldero gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Well timed, excellent interception. Over to the left. Oh, nice touch. Plenty waiting in the middle. Nancy desperately needs someone to hold up the ball here. Can he finish? This time, surely! And he hits the net! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the...
Shoots! No mistake! And again they hit the front. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Kawi. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Succumbs to the pressure. Kawi. And he's heaved it away. Red Star have got it back and they'll have another go. There's the whistle for half-time. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Red Star are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Oh, shooting chance! He'll try to... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Lovely ball and a real chance now. It's really well cleared. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And that's been won straight back. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, to be honest, Peter, he has dictated much of the play. Better late than never in trying to stop him.
Well read, nice interception. Nancy, whose manager was the brains behind the last win.
Look, to alter the intended game plan was a daring move on the manager's part. It wasn't quite working for him, and he accepted his mistake. And I think what followed merits a lot of praise.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That looks a good ball. He's having a shot! Cleared without complication. Kawi wins the duel this time. And he's picked out the run. Calmly anticipates. Moved on forwards. Driving forward. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Red Star looking to widen the gap even further here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's trying the shot. Oh, the ball's come loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Red Star can't seem to retain possession. Real chance! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Red Star are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Red Star take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Long ball by the goalkeeper. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's played forward. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nancy making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Aim forwards. And there's green grass ahead of him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Mawasa. Moved on forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. That That's really well manoeuvred. He's cut it out. He is through here. Takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. But there's going to be another change here. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And that's it. Red Star can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth run.